Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Green Bay Packers and the Denver Broncos. Turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. This pass caught by Hamler. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A first carry now. This is Williams. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves it with a 2nd and 3. The Broncos at 4-7 now in the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Nice gain of 21 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Now Wilson on first down. This will be caught. Jeudy. Touchdown. Jerry Jeudy. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try to break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw is Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They go play action with Wilson. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he'll go down but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
Boy, they definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there trying to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And when the time has expired on the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On the counter, here's Jones.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Man open, here's Jones. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 56 yards.
And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Washington now brings this out.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
They go play action now. Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Yeah, he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers.
And that would get a run-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That is smart enough to avoid the taunting rule. I guarantee you, probably has told that. You don't stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Mevis knocks this one through. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Washington now brings this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of...
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
He finds Watson complete.
Throwing now is Rodgers. This is caught, and it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan from 4 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Washington now brings this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
It's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark it down at the 49. A first down there on a pick up the 25.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Edmonds running out of the shotgun.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Check pass, check pass.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
14, got it.
To throw is Wilson.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy.
A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
McManus's point after is good. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now it's Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that will be incomplete. Almost scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, it's the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Pulled in at the 24. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter.
Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Rodgers.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tonyan.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he did not reel it in.
Here's Pollard now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Wilson.
Got a man complete. It's Hamler.
And they're going to have this across midfield inside the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Play action. It's Wilson.
That's complete. It's Okuegbunam. They'll get it inside the 20.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Javonte Williams, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers.
A complete once again to Watson.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 24, Rodgers.
He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
On play action, Rodgers.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Rodgers now to throw. He's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. And that will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dial defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And that is no good. No good. Line to the left. And that will keep this a 4-point game. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd down, Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd. Now it's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
You block over here.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. Touchdown, Packers!
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And that gives him a 3-point lead.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Washington now brings this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
Down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
So minutes after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you ever seesaw? Did you play that
On the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish.
And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
That's taken in by Watson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Rodgers now on first down.
That's complete to Dobbs. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't.
There he goes, left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Javonte Williams.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
McManus's point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Rodgers. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds.
Good footwork at the 30. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. It's a game plan you put in place